but basically the morale at Infinity Ward is extremely low because Activision does not want to pay the royalties that they were guaranteed to give to the employees at Infinity Ward for creating Modern Warfare 2. And they said basically they're not paying them just because they don't want them to leave.
You know what?
Being a whiny
Bobby Kotick is that's the bottom line. Because that guy's a fucking idiot.
And
he's got the
Activision
best game
this
developer. He's got the fucking best game developer that ever walked the planet under his wing, and he fucks him over every chance he gets.
Yeah, they made over $1 billion with Modern Warfare 2, and it only cost $30 million to make.
He's being a greedy little.
Yeah,
that's
obviously.
what's happening.
I can't take this guy anymore.
Activision responded to all these rumors by saying Activision doesn't comment on industry rumor or speculation.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a they found out.
Yeah.
Activision has done some pretty stupid shit, but this is to wrong Infinity Ward like that is pretty messed up. Yeah, I'm sure Infinity Ward and Activision have some kind of whack-out contract where, Activision expects them to put out a Modern Warfare game or something, or like certain Call of Duty games. I mean, so every so often.
Well, yeah, they already announced that there's going to be a new developer in the Call of Duty series. Also, Sledgehammer, which was supposed to create an action adventure Call of Duty instead of a shooter one. It's supposed to come out 2011.
Yeah, so I mean, it's all good, whatever. But this is a great studio, and Activision should not be able to control who they work with. And, just because they were more successful than when they worked with Treyarch, the Treyarch developer, and this is really just sickening me. And how people that do such a great job get so screwed over like this, I really hate that.
I mean, they're doing the same thing that they're doing with the Call of Duty games and that they did with Guitar Hero last year. Guitar Hero released like 28 different versions of games last year, and they're just ruining the Call of Duty series, doing the same exact thing, releasing there's gonna be like 2 games released in 2011, one this year. It's just stupid what Activision doing, just trying to make lots of money.
Yeah, I have a lot of problems with Activision publishing
and not paying their employees what is rightfully due to them.
Yeah.
That's just horrible marketing strategy and all.
It's just greed. It's plain and blatant greed.
But anyway, outside of that, I mean, I can go on about this all day and how much I really hate Activision. Out of the millions of people I hate in the gaming industry, but
that's just the gaming industry.
But I mean, there's a lot of people I like. There's a lot of people I freaking love. But anyways, moving on. Twisted winner and loser.
Okay, so my winner is, well, I guess Valve, or more importantly, just the Steam.
This was going to be mine until I found out you were doing it.
Yeah, and what's pretty much Steam is being brought over to the Mac space, which is a big deal.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty much the biggest PC game, like, I guess, medium possible, and it's being brought to the Mac. So all of the Mac gamers who sit there and like they hear this new game, they're like, oh great, let me see. Oh, it's only for PC.
Well, the thing is like Blizzard was usually the only PC people to bring anything decent over to the Mac for the most part. I know there's exceptions, so let me have it in the comments. But it was really only PC, and I'm not a Mac user by any stretch of the imagination. I've not had a very good experience with Mac, but it was just all the Linux PC people, and it'd be cool now that we have more people coming. And what's great is if Blizzard does it, and if Valve does it, then everyone else is soon going to follow. And of course, games for Windows won't end up Mac. But the point is that I opened up Game Informer and I see Portal 2 and it says PC, whatever console, it says Mac. I'm like, nice. I'm not a Mac person, but I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah, it's just expanding the gaming market, because now the entire Steam archive is available to the Mac user.
It's great, and I'm really, really happy to see that.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it gives the PC side of the argument one less thing to say when you're arguing who's better, Mac or PC.
Yeah.
That freaking argument.
I'm not excited for the Mac commercials to be like, look, we have games. No, Steam did that and Valve did that. You didn't do jack shit, so shut up. I don't want to hear freaking Steve Jobs and Apple talk about how they have games now. Not interested.
So then my loser is the country of Venezuela. Okay, recently their prime minister or president.
Did I talk about this like episode 1 or 2?
No,
Yeah,
that was
President
Brazil.
Hugo
That was
Chavez.
Brazil, I believe.
Yeah, it was Brazil. I'm
This
sorry.
is Venezuela. Whoever their leader is, okay, has placed a ban against like violent games in general. Which
Yeah.
is, it's just
pretty much the same deal.
yeah, it's spreading though. And
Looks
that's
like
a
God of
problem.
War is not going.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. I mean, violence is a part of everyday life. I mean, people have to understand this. I mean, there are parts of the world. Don't hit me. I mean, there are parts of the world where literally you wake up and you find out someone died across the street, and you're like, oh, okay, that sort of thing. I mean, so banning it. Plus, there's really no evidence to support the fact that because games are becoming increasingly violent, so is like society. I mean, games.
It's no bearing.
Yeah, games are a form of art. Art does not like directly affect society. It's society that affects the art sort of thing.
This is what really just like gets me ticked off, is that you have like movies and artworks and books and stuff, and they can be as graphic as they want, but as long as they get a publisher to publish it, they're golden. Unless it's indie, of course, and then you can just indie publish it. But when you release a game and you go through that, you make it, it's awesome, you do it in all your dev team, you give it to a publisher, he'll publish it, and then someone throws a hissy fit about it and bans your game. That's annoying. That's really bad. And, we don't really have to worry about this in the United States because the liberal country that we live in, probably not going to be ending up in water like this, but...
Aha, we're capitalists.
Yeah, but, I mean, in the United States, if you can publish it and you can sell it, you can sell it. That's it. But, I these stories come up all the time. I am not a big fan of this crap. A lot of these countries are doing this. I mean, it's really not right. It's not right. It's not fair to gamers. It's not fair at all.
It's just not fair to the populace. I mean, Jamie is the one who told me about this. I'm looking at it when I heard it. I'm like, are you serious? So
that's a lot. That's a lot of games gone.
Yeah.
Just think of it this way: if you had to ban, just to make it easy, banning all rated M games, that narrows the field very measurably. Look in your game library right now. Pick all the games out that are rated M, and then see what you're left with. And would you really want to play that for the rest? I mean, like, not to say they're bad games, but usually the big hard-hitting titles are the ones that are rated M and that have the freedom to express whatever they want, and whatever they want. But most of what they want, those are the games that people really play because it's not restricted and it's just all going for it. Honestly, do that. See what that is. It really narrows the field measurably.
It just slows down the progression of gaming being like accessible to them. It's like, it's like it's gonna be like the same way. I mean, I know this is maybe not the best comparison ever, but the way the porn industry expanded.
Oh, God.
I mean, because it starts out kind of the same way. I mean, just violent games. Because it's something that's like taboo in society. It's like you don't show that sort of thing, and then it slowly becomes more and more like acceptable to people. And when you see games like Gears of War and God of War and such, and all these, like even BioShock 1 with all these really violent games that show up, it slowly desensitizes people, or it becomes acceptable, and then it allows it to spread. But when you have things like this happening where people just like placing a ban on it, it just slows down that spread of acceptance.
So it's just unfortunate, and I really hate seeing this kind of stuff go down. But anyway, we got to wrap up the show. It's been a long show. It's going on over an hour by now. But I'll see if I can cut it down, edit it down, see what I can cut off. But I don't think there's too much meat on this. Definitely not as much extra meat on Just Cause 2. But anyway, on the show today, just to wrap it up, we talked about God of War 3, Just Cause 2, Ruse, and Ruse, which we're all pretty excited for, I think, all around. We also got down through our NPD reports. And we, broke down our winners and losers, while Twisted also responded to his hate mail, which is going to become
making separate email accounts to do that.
So this is looks like it might become a routine. So if you guys leave comments, you guys have got stuff to say. I mean, we had some pretty controversial stuff going on, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of comments. So I encourage you, write it down there, and we'll make fun of you on the show. I thank you guys for hanging out. It's been a really awesome show. We are OFG, and we are out.
Hey guys, nothing new here. Click on one of these 4 pictures. It'll take you to our personal channels. You know, if you like one better than the other, it's real simple. I mean, not even a monkey could screw it up. Alright? Got it.